Yes, you read that right. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. Did you know it takes 0 IQ to be among the best investors out there? In fact, the lower your IQ and the lazier you are, the better, because you're less likely to overthink the plan and start dilly-dallying in your strategy. So stick around to the end of this video for 5 facts that'll prove it to you. And trust me, Daddy, one of them is mind-blowing. Don't worry, we'll talk about it later. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Patrick. I've been an investor for over a decade, an options trader for 7 years, and a crypto investor for 7 years. I've grown my portfolio over $250,000, and I run Apex Wealth Collective, a school community for investors where you can follow my portfolio journey and experience it with many other investors alike. Did you know the most successful investors like Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, Benjamin Graham, John Templeton, etc. weren't necessarily geniuses? I know, crazy, right? Their edge came from 2 key traits you might not have. Number 1, a long-term perspective, and number 2, just a little bit of patience. Just a little bit. Yeah, that's it. There's no need to rebalance your portfolio. There's no need to use bell curve distributions and learn physics and the Black-Scholes model and learning how to manage options. None of that. What you need to do is one thing. Okay, actually 2 things, but one of them is doing nothing. So, number 1, buy index funds, passive income funds, and Bitcoin whenever you can. The more often, the better. Whatever ratio you choose that helps you sleep at night. Doesn't matter. Just don't stop buying. And number 2, do nothing for 50 plus years. That's it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Now, jokes aside, the only thing that these successful investors did to get to where they are those 2 steps. They bought as much as they could, whenever they could, and bought even more in bear markets when everyone was running around screaming with their pants on fire, and they did this for extremely long periods of time. If you look at Warren Buffett, the only, and I mean the only advantage he has over you and I is that he's stayed invested in the market for, 70 years at this point? I mean, compounding growth is what got him to where he's at today. The longer Buffett stays alive, the more successful he is. Period. End of story. But you might be saying, oh, Patrick, but Buffett picked stocks all his life and he's a genius and made the right calls. Yeah, and guess what? Throughout his entire tenure at Berkshire Hathaway, he devoted his entire life to picking stocks, by the way. His fund only outperformed the benchmark S&P 500 index until the 1990s. So the entire time I've been alive, and probably you've been alive, he has actually underperformed the indexes. Meaning, if you started investing when Warren Buffett started investing, had the same access to capital as him, and just invested in the S&P 500, if there was such an instrument back then, instead of handpicking stocks and did nothing else, you would be so rich, you wouldn't know what to do with yourself. Now, you might not be worth $100 billion, but you'd be a lot closer than you think. But that's the problem. Not everyone has the patience to hold on to something for 50 plus years through multiple market crashes, through multiple wars and international turmoil. Heck, most people can't even sit through this video. They do not understand that over the long haul, none of that stuff matters when it comes to investing. None of it. Thinking you know where the market will go short term on top of that will leave you with less than what you started with. It's facts. So stop trading, stop gambling, and just start investing, and then just do nothing. Please. Investing is very simple. Now here's the 5 fun facts I promise you to give you some perspective on what I've been talking about here, okay? So number 1, from 1936 to 2025, the S&P 500 index averaged 10.75% per year. Wow! So if you started investing with a $10,000 portfolio today and added $500 a month for the next 70 years, you would be worth like $118 million by the end of it. Simple. You buy, you wait, you get stinking rich. It's the waiting that kills everyone. It's why Warren Buffett is so much more successful than everyone else. He started earlier than everyone, and he's outlasted everyone. He's trying to compound his wealth for as long as humanly possible. That's his only edge in investing. It's staying alive as long as possible. You know, I'm pretty sure it was Jesus or someone that said something along the lines of, "He who stays invested for the longest will be the richest." Simple. Now, don't ask me where I get that quote from, okay? Don't ask me. Number 2, 75% of day traders trying to invest professionally quit within the first 2 years. and 80% of the remaining stragglers stay unprofitable after those 2 years. Why play those odds? You have a better chance at getting rich at roulette at your local casino than becoming a successful day trader. Take it from me, I tried for many, many years. Actually, an embarrassing amount of years. So just save yourself the pain and don't do it. Number 3, the average bear market lasts 14 months while the average bull market lasts 5 years. Why bet against that? Why? Just ride the wave. Just ride the wave. Don't get off the wave ever and get rich. You don't have to complicate things. Investing is simple. Number 4, with the hyper advancement of medical technology and AI, lifespans are just getting longer and longer. Soon enough, I personally believe 100 years old will be commonplace. That's going to be very normal. And the problem with this is that most investing rules of thumbs these days only account for 20 to maybe 30 years of retirement, and that needs to change right now. So you'll need a lot more funds to survive for longer. You think you only need to invest, $100 a month to retire comfortably? Think again. So please start investing as soon as possible for your most likely very long future. Number 5. This is the one that really blows people's brains, okay? When I heard this one years ago, it completely changed my outlook on investing. So since people think that they can time markets consistently in these short windows of time, it can be super tempting to want to just pull all your money out of the market because you think a bear market's coming around the corner, so you'll buy back at lower prices. Simple, right? Well, here's a chart from Fidelity that shows how significant you missing the best days in the market looks like on your portfolio. So if you see here, if we started investing $10,000 in January of 1986 and we stayed fully invested the whole time without adding a single penny to the portfolio, we would be worth $241,000 today. Not bad at all. Now, if you just missed the 10 best days between then and now, so think about that. That's just 10 days that you miss in over 40 years of being invested. Your portfolio would be cut in half to $112,000. It's as you can see, the more best days in the market that you miss, the exponentially more your portfolio loses in growth potential. That's why I keep saying buy and buy and buy and never get out. Just never get out. It's why I can't stand seeing these tourists on YouTube and X who buy an income fund or they buy an index and then sell it 3 months later because it's not performing how they want it to. It's crazy. Then they wonder why they can't make any money. So if those facts can't change your mind, I don't know what can, honestly. Investing really can be super rewarding, even if you approach it with the zero IQ lens. All you need is patience and just extend your timeline a little bit. You're not going to get rich tomorrow. So learn to build brick by brick, as I am here, learning this whole YouTube thing, brick by brick, one thing at a time. If you stayed this long, I appreciate you. I really do. Here's another video that you can learn about, things I love to invest in. And here's my channel right over here. And there you can go check out all the content I have to offer. So with that, I'm Patrick with Apex Wealth Collective. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.